All right, welcome in everyone. We're diving into a case that's been haunting folks for over a decade, the disappearance of Lauren Spierer.
A college student, a night out, and then vanished.
It's a case with twists and turns, conflicting stories, and a whole lot of unanswered questions.
Oh yeah, this one's got layers, and we're going to peel them all back today.
So let's start with the basics. June 3rd, 2011, Lauren Spierer, a student at Indiana University, goes out with some friends. What do we know about that night?
Well, we know it's a Thursday night going into Friday morning. Typical college scene, bars, friends. Lauren was 20 years old. She was out with a group.
Security footage places her leaving a bar around 2:30 a.m.
Right.
But here's the thing. She's barefoot and carrying in her shoes.
That's right, barefoot. It's one of those details that jumps out at you, Why wasn't she wearing her shoes? Was she in a hurry? Did something happen? We're talking the early hours of the morning. Who knows what was going through her mind?
And it gets even more confusing. She's seen at a friend's apartment a little while later. Then around 4:30 a.m., she supposedly starts heading home alone.
And that's where the trail goes ice cold.
No more confirmed sightings. Her phone and keys never found. Did she lose them earlier in the night? Were they taken?
It's a puzzle, and without those items, it's like trying to track a ghost. No phone records, no way to pinpoint her location.
Adding to the mystery, Lauren had a heart condition known as long QT syndrome.
Right, and that throws another wrench into the mix. Long QT syndrome can cause irregular heartbeats. Stress, alcohol, they could all be triggers.
So could she have become disoriented, maybe collapsed somewhere?
It's a real possibility. We just don't know, and that's what makes this case so frustrating.
Let's talk about the people Lauren was with that night. Corey Rossman, Jay Rosenbaum, and Michael Beth. Their stories have been scrutinized, and there are some discrepancies in their accounts.
Yeah, their statements don't quite line up, like which route Lauren took when she left to walk home. One friend said one way, another said a different way. Little things like that just add to the confusion.
And then there's the fact that they refused to take polygraph tests.
That definitely fueled public suspicion, even though those tests aren't admissible in court. It created this perception of guilt in the public eye, fair or not.
Right.
But we also got to remember, these were young guys suddenly thrust into this media storm.
I can't imagine the pressure they faced. So we've got these inconsistencies, missing belongings, and the health condition. It's a lot to process, and despite massive search efforts, no trace of Lauren has ever been found.
No trace. Think about it. Police, volunteers, family, they comb through forests, lakes, abandoned buildings, everything. It's like she vanished into thin air.
So given the lack of evidence, why do investigators believe abduction is a possibility?
It's the process of elimination. They've explored every other avenue, and nothing fits. No signs of a struggle, no indication of foul play at any of the locations she was last seen. But she's gone. So abduction, while terrifying, becomes a working theory. It's the one scenario that, in a way, makes the most sense given the lack of other explanations.
And there have been attempts to link Lauren's disappearance to other unsolved cases, right?
Yeah, investigators always look for connections. There was another young woman, Crystal Grubb, who vanished from the same area a few years before Lauren. No direct link has been found, but it makes you wonder.
Could there be a bigger pattern, a predator operating in the area?
It's a chilling thought, but until there's evidence, it remains speculation.
So here we are over a decade later. Lauren's family is still searching for answers, and the case remains open.
And it's a reminder that sometimes, even with all our technology and investigative tools, some mysteries just linger.
What do you think is the key to cracking this case?
I think it's something small, something seemingly insignificant that everyone has overlooked. It could be a tiny detail in the security footage, a throwaway comment someone made, something that on its own doesn't mean much, but when you put it together with everything else.
What could be the missing piece of the puzzle?
Exactly. And maybe, just maybe, that one tiny detail is all it takes to finally bring Lauren home.
Well, that's about all the time we have for today's deep dive. Let us know what you think about the Lauren Spierer case. Could there be something we've missed?
And keep those eyes peeled. You never know. You might just spot that one tiny detail that changes everything.
Until next time, stay curious.